the military kind of became a venue for me, and the Air Force I was always interested in. So I went in the Air Force, that was in 1987, and I was at basic training. I had gone there with the intent to become a electronics personnel, and got interviewed by a chaplain and a chaplain assistant for the Air Force because they had read my background. The military had been inundated with so much, the trauma of war, that people didn't realize the impact until we were, 2, 3, 4 years in, that it was having on people and stuff. And so the chaplain corps and the mental health corps were just overwhelmed. So they started training senior NCOs like myself that had, good records and also had a innate personality to be with people and be calming. So part of my job in Iraq was to intervene with units that had been in combat or soldiers. I would actually hold them and help them talk to me and forget about what was going on. And in 2009, just a little shy of 2 years, I was asked to go to mortuary operations headquarters in Dover, Delaware, where all fallen warriors and all military deaths, bodies returned there for, processing. One of the most devastating things that happened to me, and I don't say that may sound negative, but that's not intended to be negative. I would go back again and again. Manchester, that just happened. That's where I want to be. I want to be there. I want to be with the people because I know what they're feeling. I know, the traumas and the things that they're dealing with and everything. And so, that's my heart, my passion and stuff. But it's also, as you can tell, it's the thing that drains me too. The families never got to see their loved ones again because of the devastating impact and trauma that our warriors went through. So it was I survived there, but I broke when I got home. I don't know, my troops started talking to me, asking me if there was something wrong with me. And I was different in this, and it angered me because I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. You all need to settle down and all this and everything. And then I broke. They called it a psychological break. I started having dissociative episodes. I got in my vehicle, I drove home. I grew up in West Virginia. I have guns, and I had a 9mm, and I went to the closet, I got it. It wasn't loaded. I loaded it, sat down on the bed, and when I racked the action and chambered around, and when the action snapped, I come to or become aware of what was, and I was like, oh my gosh, and that was my final breaking point. And I called my boss and I said, I need help. And so that was the beginning of my path. I was notified that I would be medically retired, which at the time was devastating. Yeah, it was absolutely devastating. But I've continued to work through it, and as we all say, do the best we can with what we got. Sometimes I can't do anything, and those are the things that I haven't learned to yet figure out how not to feel guilty about. So I come out and I talk to my girls, and my girls talk to me, and You know, sometimes they talk in a very strong language by giving me a sting, and I accept that. And you know, but this is therapy for me. I come here, I sit. You know, I just had the two end hives just 3 weeks ago, and now I have 4 hives altogether because the one on the end kind of blew up on me and everything. And so I'm learning new things, and it's exciting. And so every day is kind of a neat adventure with the girls, I call them. And I can hear them. And they have this rhythm about them, you know, in the humming and the buzzing, and you know, of course, you can hear the I call them the B-52s, the drones, the male bees come flying in, and either they're rejected or they're let in or whatever. Guys, they never get any breaks. But anyway, there's really a energy about it for me and everything. You know, there's a spiritual element to it, but it's a beginning of what I'm thinking is a peaceful road for me, or at least I hope. That's my hope.